Hello and welcome to Carus Greene. We're in the north of England on the fringes of the Lake District, a stunning part of the world and a beautiful golf course to match.
It's an absolute treat to welcome the Trilby Tour, the new look Trilby Tour, back to Carus Greene. We think this is its spiritual home in the north of England. This is the fourth time that we've hosted it now. It really fits the venue. We love having it here. Loads of old faces, loads of people that we haven't seen for a long time. What a pleasure it is for us to welcome you all back.
We're here at the second event of the Trilby Tour 2022. The opening event was at the Springs Golf Club in Oxfordshire, where the top 10 men and the top 5 women made it through to the grand final to be played at Dundonald Links in September. First prizes went to John McGregor and Gail Hill. But what of the feel and the atmosphere at Carus Greene? I caught up with some of the competitors before they headed out.
I think the Trilby Tour is one of the best amateur golf events. I've played in it for a long time now, at least over 10 years, and it makes me feel like a tour pro for the day.
Yeah.
It's great to have the Trilby Tour back. We love it at Carus Greene. For some unknown reason, it makes people nervous. It makes me nervous. Stood on the first tee. Lots of people about. The sponsors, the sponsor boards, the caddies, all the cameramen around. All of a sudden, it just gets the nerves jangling a little bit and makes you focused and really wanting to do well. But it's just a fabulous day, and we just love having it here at Carus Greene. Personally, try my best to get that hat-trick.
Yes, Mike Turner there, already a 2-time Trilby Tour winner here at Carus Greene. Now, a welcome addition to the tour this year is the fact that female golfers are teeing it up, and the ladies love it.
It's so important that women play in the Trilby Tour. You know, historically, we've had ladies ask after every event if they can play, and I think the atmosphere that it brings and the excitement it brings has wanted them to play. So yeah, we're really happy that now ladies can join in.
It's a Stableford event today. The men's handicap limit is 24 and the women's is 28. We have Ryan Rastel as part of our Trilby Tour team today. He'll be talking you through some of the key holes, but for now, let's summarise the golf course.
Well, so if we were in the Lake District, we'd expect plenty of water out here on the golf course, and there definitely is here at Carus Greene. So players are going to have to navigate their way round and be very precise on their way around the golf course. The greens are nice and quick as well, so if you've got your putting boots on, potentially we could have some good scores.
Lovely stuff. Now let's hand you over to Kit Alexander, the third member of our team, to talk you through the action.
Welcome to the 2022 Trilby Tour Championship of Cumbria.
Thank you, Sophie and Ryan. Plenty of smiling faces ready for action today at Carus Greene. Always nice to get that first tee shot out the way without any drama. Mike Turner is a member at Carus Greene and he works at the club as well. He had a nightmare start with a double bogey on the first, but a birdie at 3 and eagle at 8, and this 2-putt birdie on 9 saw him out in 20 points. An encouraging start in the hunt for a hat-trick of Trilby Tour victories at his home club for the scratch golfer. Jordan Roberts' approach here to the 9th. Yeah, pretty good effort there from the 25-year-old 5-handicapper. Turner, well, no one knows this course better or how to win around here. Easy to see why he plays off scratch. Really nice action. Gives himself a really good look for 2 on the 10th.
Didn't get that, did you?
A little trip over the tee marker there, and I'm afraid to say, Mike, we did get that. Roberts with his birdie putt on the par 5 now. Always look just a touch shy of pace. And that tap in and a nice steady 5 moves him along to 19 points. Carl Ward, 4-handicap, a lot of good players in the field here. Can't quite get that one to drop though on the 11th. Another player right in contention though, that's 22 points. So dead on his handicap so far. Amy Curtin. This par effort, going for the putter from quite a bit of fringe grass and rough to come through there. Oh, what a brilliant job she's made of that.
Brilliant, Amy.
Mike Turner for that birdie. For another 3-pointer. Oh! I didn't think that was going to drop a foot or so out. Funnels it in the left edge. And he goes to 23 points. Andrew Tate. Got some work to do from the back fringe for his par. Oh, I think that reaction tells us he hasn't found the cup. Home favourite Mike Turner is setting the pace with those 23 points through 10. But it's really tight, 6 players within 2 points. Andrew Tate is 4 under his handicap, heading into the back 9. Turner made his birdie 4 on the 11th, but he dropped a shot on 12. As he heads further into the back 9, let's find out about the 16th with Ryan.
So we're out here, 16th hole at Caris Greene, a par 5, 466 yards, playing today downhill and a little bit down breeze. So it's one that the players are going to have to make some decisions when it comes to whether to go for the green or not. A drive of around 260, 265 will see you within 200 yards of the centre of this green, and we've got water to go over, which 13 holes on this golf course have. So you've got to make that decision whether you can go for it or you're going to lay up down the left-hand side. But it's certainly, when you're chasing a score, one that could get you into the final at Dundonald, or maybe if you go for the water and don't quite get there, it could ruin your card.
Well, is Turner going to go for it? Well, where he's aiming there tells you he definitely is, and with just an iron in hand as well. Oh, that started a long way right. He looks a little anxious. Oh, but what a golf shot that is. Absolutely sensational, and he's got that putt for an eagle. And that would be 4 points. Dean Taylor, a veteran of the Trilby Tour. 4 foot for par here, rolls that in. He moves to 28 points, the golfer from Oakdale Golf Club near Harrogate. Sean Lucy, also on the 16th, playing alongside Turner. This is birdie putt. Well, not one of his best, but he's got that left for a par. Now Zoe Wilson is going along very well in the women's competition. Already on 26 points, this her approach into the par 4 13th. Oh, she's a member here, and you can tell she knew exactly where that slope was, aimed it out to the right of the pin, and worked it back down to the correct level. Turner for that eagle after the sensational approach shot. Just stayed dead straight on him. But another birdie, another 3 points, and he is already on 36. Julian Wright. Oh, delightful touch. Ooh, had a little look in on the way past. But he's going to have a good 10 feet back. Wilson, she knew the breaks for the approach. What about for the putt? Oh no, that is a serious misread. playing alongside Julian Wright. Back to Sean Lucy to tidy up for his par. And he does. That's a 3-pointer for the 12 handicapper. And he moves to 32 points. Julian Wright with this putt, also for 3 points. Oh, what a lovely stroke and roll that was. Very good. So another player looking like breaking his handicap today. Zoe Wilson for the par. Yeah, that's much better. So she moves to 29 points, courtesy of that 3-pointer. Turner is still the man to catch, but Andrew Tate is nipping at his heels with a hole in hand. Zoe Wilson is leading the women's event with 29 points through 13 holes.
Caris Greene Golf Club, the second Trilby Tour event of the year. Next up, we head to Kilnick Percy Golf Club just outside of York. And the fourth event of the year will be in Ayrshire at Dundonald Links, a venue which will later be hosting the Women's Scottish Open and the final of our Trilby Tour. Don't forget the top 10 men and top 5 women qualify for that grand final, so what an incentive to play well. Let's get back to the action to see who will make it there in September. Here's Kit to talk you through it.
Ian McLaren had work to do after going out in 15 points. And the 9 handicapper got motoring at the start of the back 9. After this impressive tee shot at the 140-yard 10th, he'd make the 3 for 2 points. Mike Turner gave himself a little bit of work to do to save his par on 17, but he was up to the challenge as he stroked it in from 3 feet. Off of the cheeks there, as he knows how vital that could be. It's now a 2-point advantage over Tate. Turner just has 18 to go, so let's hear about that closing hole.
18th hole here at Caris Greene is 150 yards par 3, and one that can cause the players some trouble when they're trying to close out their round. Not only do they have to carry the River Kent, which is just straight off the end of the tee box, but we've also got this little pond here to the left-hand side. The wind is bringing your ball towards it as well. The slope in the green is feeding everything from right to left, and it's a hole that you would be absolutely delighted with a 3 to close out your round.
A beautiful setting here in the Cumbrian countryside. This course presented in great nick. What's Mike Turner got in the locker off of 18? It's another absolute stunner. He went flag hunting. He's only got about 5 feet for a closing birdie. Incredible, really. He 4-putted the opening hole. But he's made the most of his local knowledge and is in prime position. Sean Lucy playing with him. This is his second shot, having come up a touch short with his tee shot. Oh, didn't quite carry that far enough, and it kicked it away to the left. Nice vantage point up there. Lucy for the par. Oh, he gave it a good run. An ounce less pace, and that could have just taken the break. How costly that could be in terms of making it into the top 10. Hopefully he's done enough. Oh, Mike Turner, this would be a wonderful way for him to finish. In it goes. The crowd appreciative, 41 points, a terrific effort. Is that enough for his 3rd Trilby Tour victory here at Caris Greene? Paul Brooks from Stonebridge Golf Club in Coventry made this vital par putt on the 17th to get to 35 points and right in contention for a spot at the grand final. Sue King is a member here, and she made this for a closing par that was worth 3 points. and got her into the clubhouse with a total of 34. Mark Billington jumped up the leaderboard courtesy of this 4-pointer on the 16th. The birdie was a great bounce back from only registering 1 point on the previous 2 holes. Dean Taylor had just made an eagle for a whopping 5 points on the par 5 16th, but a sloppy double bogey here on 17 would only yield a single point, perhaps put off by his playing partner's shoes. Amy Curtin had a tough start with 3 blobs in the first 5 holes, but she rallied well and scored 19 points on the back nine for a total of 32, despite having to settle for just 1 point on the last. It was a roller coaster round for Jordan Roberts, but he finished on a high with a closing par courtesy of this lovely chip. He tapped in for 35 points, the highlight of his day, a birdie at the stroke index to 5th for 4 points. Bright Met Golf Club member Andrew Tate double bogeyed 17 for 1 point, and this par on 18 saw the 14 handicapper home in 17 for a total of 39 points. So Tate couldn't catch Turner, but Julian Wright and Dean Taylor could still get the win with a big finish, but neither of them are getting shots on the 18th. And for Dean Taylor, unfortunately, this is his par effort. It never quite had enough juice, just looking down. Did take a little bit of a bump off of the club face. Hopefully he can roll this one in for his bogey. He does. So still a solid finish for 39 points. A very good day's work for Dean Taylor. Back on the tee, Julian Wright. A birdie for the win, a par to tie 41 points. Well, he was walking away from it pretty quickly. Oh, and that's why. A big miss over to the right, so a test of the short game coming up. Zoe Wilson, little hybrid in hand here on the final tee. Oh, I think that's joining right over on the right. A fair bit of flow on the river running through there. Fortunately, none of that group's balls have found the water guarding the 18th. But Wilson, with plenty of work to do to save her par here. Ball slightly above the feet. Wow, that just went straight left off of the bounce. And Sue Sharkey now, with the multicoloured balls, the lady captain here at Carus Greene. And that's very nicely played, so she'll have about 6 feet left for her par. So, can he get up and down for the 2 points that would tie him with Mike Turner? Oh, that's carrying a bit of pace. Just settle. So not bad. He's got a chance. Now Zoe Wilson with Carus Greene member Oliver Edwards on the bag. Has he helped her out with this read? Well, it's looking good. Oh, brilliant. What a way to finish for the pair. Well played, Zoe Wilson, a fantastic par. And that takes her to 39 points, and that will be enough to seal the women's title. And what a way to do it in front of the clubhouse. And plenty of members and fellow competitors enjoying a drink in there after their rounds. So Wright to get to 41 points and tie Turner at the top of the leaderboard. Not quite to be. So it will be 40 points for the 13 handicapper. And that means that Mike Turner is going to be our champion. Sushaki to finish up with a net par. Always looked like it was missing right. But an enjoyable day, 31 points. And fantastic to see the camaraderie, the smiling faces, men and women playing together. The caddies getting involved and having a great day as well. That's what this Trilby Tour is all about, doesn't matter what you shoot. Playing behind them, another player to secure his spot in the grand final was Stuart Parkin. He picked up a couple of three-pointers at the 16th and 17th and produced one of the shots of his life on 18. The 23 handicapper found the bottom of the cup for a brilliant two in front of the clubhouse. Brilliant scenes, the fist pump, loud applause, and that four-pointer took his tally to 39. That got Parkin into a tie for third, but there was no catching home favourite Mike Turner, who sealed his third Trilby Tour win at Carus Greene. All 10 of these players qualify for the grand final. Zoe Wilson's superb 39 points claimed the women's title, and Sue King, Amy Curtin, Margaret Shepherd and Sue Sharkey also earned a trip to Dundonald Links in September.
It's been an amazing day. I wasn't so sure setting off like how I would play, and I've certainly not had a great year so far. So to be playing 300 today and feeling good all the way around was just a surprise, but a lovely surprise. And to win at my home club was just the best feeling. And just to get my putt in on the last, on the 18th, you know, please go in, and it did, and it was brilliant.
As well as those beautiful trophies, our winners picked up an electric trolley, some golf shoes and loads of other golfing goodies as well.
I've now won it 3 times, delighted. Thought it might change a little bit this year with it not having the playoff, but yeah, got off to a little bit of a ropey start on the first, throwing in a nice little 4-putt. But yeah, my wife said to me, it's always best doing it on the first rather than doing it on the 18th, and we just got going from there. All added up to a nice round of golf, and yeah, absolutely delighted with it.
We'll see you again next time for event 3 of the 2022 Trilby Tour at Kilnwick Percy Resort and Golf Club in Yorkshire. But for now, well done to our 2 winners, and goodbye from Carus Greene.